Handgun in 3. Ammo. We'll take the flat nose. Take the reflex sight. The bow will leave 600 in there for now. The lures will take wild boar. We'll take the wheeze and the antler rattler. Scent eliminator 10. We're good to go here. Right. So that's the big game. And for smaller, ooh, nice. Killing pixels is murder. Absolutely. When you play Call of Duty, you're murdering real people. I'm pretty certain I got this earlier. I don't know why it's green again. I'm 100% that I got that and got this yesterday. Okay, we'll just go down there and see what happens. How's the racing, Giddy? Yeah, it was pretty good, bro. It was a very interesting experience. I managed to get up to a Class A license out of it, so I'll take that. But it was really about finishing the race and learning stuff, which we did. And I enjoyed it. It was fun. I think we might do it in 2 weeks, and I'll aim to be quite a bit faster and more consistent. Second time round. It's actually amazing how many people just really didn't finish that race. But then it was only like a 1500 strength of field, so we may not get so lucky next time. So we actually took a few I rating points away. But yeah, people just don't seem to be able to last 4 hours. It's quite funny.
Welcome back.
Chicken, walker back.
Nutter.
2 months, baby. What do you mean 2 months? 24 months is what I'm seeing on my screen. Chicken, not 2. I'm seeing a golden acorn.
Sweet nutter.
2 years is what you meant. Yeah, that's a bit of a difference. Mush brain. I don't know how that feels. What day is it in the game? Oh, it's like the worst possible time to go hunting. This is the downside about this map, this really long grass. Well, I can get the quad bike out, but I want to see if we can see things on the way. Ah, tracks. Wildebeest was running. Question is, when? Cantering. Just now, okay. Can't be very far away then. Oh, he's close. There it is. Can I get into cover before he sees me? That's the question.
Welcome to the Nut House.
I should probably have dropped down a bolt size. I don't know if that was too much for a wildebeest. Zek Anderson has been gifted a sub by TR Darko. Thank you, Darko. Welcome, Zek. We'll find out. We'll see what the trophy rate, well, the integrity is. It's quite a big beast, but I don't know if that bolts one size too much. You know what? I can hear another one. There's another one here. I can hear it. A great Easter egg would be to have a chimp running through singing Asante Sana Squash Banana. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, integrity is 0, so that is too much. You can tell by the how far it penned it. Look at that. Okay, so if we kill a wildebeest again, we need to drop down a bolt size. Welcome back, Captain JC. I don't know a Goon Boy. I've never actually used one. It's pretty OP in this game, I know that. I am indeed Basil. They might as well be depleted uranium bolts. Might pick up some of the story in the game later as well. Let's go here via this. How are you walking so slow? If you use a control key, it will basically stand or crouch. So if you're standing, you can walk at that speed. And if you crouch, you go to that speed. But there's also caps lock will toggle between 2 different speeds in both stances. So you basically got 4 speeds effectively. Only the crouching is obviously give you better cover. You look at the cover at the bottom right there, the middle icon. You got your heart rate, cover, and sound. So if you look at my cover there, as opposed to here, if I'm doing this, it's a lot better, but I go slower. So press caps lock and, like, use second gear, as it were. I have no idea, Captain JC. I wasn't really that big on fishing IRL. I did it when I was a teenager, but my dad loved it. He caught loads and loads and loads of fish. Absolutely loved fishing. Me, I was like, meh. Yeah, you know why the computers had that boost button, Whippy? It's so that you could put it back on 8 megahertz so that you could play games. Because a lot of games didn't take into account the faster clock speed. So without the turbo button, you couldn't play those games because they'd be playing... Like on a 33 megahertz, it'd be playing like 4 times as fast as it should. It's ridiculous. Nice one, Beaker. See, I would have expected more animals to be by the waterside drinking and stuff. Actually, if you hit the power button on your PC, it goes off. Will I be flying to Truckfest, Lotus? I haven't even thought about that. Flippin' heck. The problem is, Lotus, is to do things like that, I need the weather to be on my side, and I need to be able to hire an aircraft for the entire duration that I'm up there. You know, it's not like you're in your car, you drive up, and like, even when I get there, I then still have the problem of how do I get around? How do I get to the hotel? How do I get to Truckfest? You know what I mean? That's the issue. In many respects, just a 2-hour drive in the car is a lot easier. Because I could go up there and 2 days later the weather turns and I can't fly back. And I have to wait until the weather turns. All the time I've got an aircraft. First computer uses Windows 98. Blimey. Limo at the airport. Well, it wouldn't get that many flying hours in. If I can drive to Truckfest in 2 hours, I'm pretty certain I could fly in an hour. This game's lying to me or not, but I can hear things. Get a scanner to pick you up. Lol. It's too quiet. I think it's just because it's midday, it's too hot for them. Morning and evening are the best time, or night time. Like, if you went to Africa, you'd realize why they don't do anything in the middle of the day. It's just way too hot. Yeah, I definitely... Because I remember being here, and I was hunting things. There was, like, wildebeest running around. And I remember going up and unlocking this observation point. I don't know, Tequila, like, if I was here and it was 52 Celsius and the sun was beating down on me like an oven, I think I would probably sit in the shade and not move. I don't blame the animals for doing that. What the heck is that, Whiteland? Seriously, bro. What have you done to Doyle? Any large landmass has extremes of temperatures. Africa's no different. Yeah, because I came here, I remember. I came here and threw my quad bike down there and then drove down there, do you remember? So I definitely unlocked this and the game just completely threw that away. You remember because it cost you 200 bits? I think we should head over here. Time is it in game? I might advance time a little bit. Hunting at night, Captain JC, is actually interesting. You get a lot of animals out at night. And you can still use a little light. So they're not affected by that. Am I hungry or vegan? Neither. Yeah, the vistas and the clouds are the best thing. I remember that Pringle. Ozzy Osbourne nearly killed himself on a quad bike. Must admit, I like it. I've driven a quad bike. They just really don't feel safe. You'd think they are, but they're not. Like, the weight, the center of gravity is too high. And with the bouncy wheels, if you turn a corner, it just wants to go forward and over like that. It just wants to throw you over. Not safe. Well, an ATV is just an all-terrain vehicle, Democracy, so I don't know. Like, there are all kinds of ATVs. Let's see what this is a need zone for. Don't care about that. Tipped a four-wheel once. Your ex got a broken tailbone. I'm not surprised, but that was painful. It's like if you break your coccyx, which is like the bottom of your spine, if you break that bone, they can't do anything. You can't put plaster on it. There's nothing you can do apart from deal with the pain. You can't sit on it, so you have to have one of those special cushions, and you just have to wait until it goes away and fix and mends itself. Yeah, exactly like ribs. Exactly the same. Not good. I watched Aliens in bed last night. I went to bed and I put TV on. And I couldn't finish it because I was too tired, but I put Aliens on. And I was like, oh, I don't know, I still like that film. I still think it's one of the best ones out of the series. Basically, Squirrel was laughing at the, what's his name? I can't remember his name. The ones who's always crying and panicking about stuff. She says like, oh, he always gets parts like this, doesn't he? Your wife had a hernia during pregnancy. Eek. I would have thought there'd be animals down here at this time of day. Bill, is it Bill Paxton, is that him? Something like that. No, in Aliens, the movie.
That's it, man.
That
Game
one.
over, man. It's game over.
Bill Paxton, yeah, it is. Bill Paxton. Played Hudson. Beacon knows what I'm on about. Bet this is a structure. You loved him in Twister. I thought Twister was just like a CGI fest film. He brought you back in 2009 after undoing a wheel nut on your car, and now have 4 screws and 2 pins holding my L5 vertebrae together. Does that mean, Lotus, whenever you go through an X-ray machine at the airport security, do you basically always set it off because of the bits of metal inside you? Twister was good. It was alright. I mean, most disaster movies tend to be a bit eh. Blimey, this is quite a nice little vantage point. Edge of Tomorrow. I don't remember Edge of Tomorrow. A side-striped jackal. Sleepy Hollow. I remember that when it first came out. Diagnosed osteoporosis at the same time. You can go through an MRI scanner. Yeah, but MRI doesn't work the same way. So hang on, if you've got osteoporosis, is that not going to affect the... Is that going to affect the bolts in your spine? Because if the bone crumbles around the, like the bolts and stuff. Oh boy, I just realised I can't go up there. Damn. Fever Tree Forest. Do you know what? True Lies is one of Mrs. Squirrel's favourite films. She loves that film. I must admit, I do enjoy True Lies. But she loves that film. Yeah, but the trouble with the CAT scan Whiteland is it only scans cats. Which isn't that useful. In an airport, anyway. Look at this. It's beautiful, isn't it? Look at that. Picturesque. There's a little trail here leading down to nowhere suspiciously. Look, what is that about? You watched Event Horizon in the cinema when it came out. All your friends went to watch Titanic. I saw both of them. I thought they were both good films, to be fair. I want to see what that is. Top Gun. I watched Top Gun a few weeks ago, actually. I still like Top Gun. Like, the first few minutes of Top Gun is still just fantastic, you know? The way that film starts was just epic. Event Horizon was a weak rip-off of an actually great book. Was it not even based on it? Rip Goose. Wait, what? Does Goose die? Spoiler alert. You have to have a bone graft on the tailbone and the weak vertebra. Captain JC, I heard there's been issues with the next Top Gun movie. Like, it's been delayed because I think they're all having trouble agreeing on a few things. I tell you what, when I got a 5.1, I got a 5.1 stereo sound system in the last house. I haven't got it set up in this house. And I remember there were two films that I used to love putting on to, like, demo the audio. One was Top Gun, and the other was The Fifth Element. Because Fifth Element, like, that operatic scene is just amazing. I used to crank the volume up, and Mrs. Squirrel would be like, will you turn it down? Why? Because I was in a detached house then. I was like, we're in a detached house. Who cares? It's just too loud. And I swear now she has the TV on so loud, it's ridiculous. Like, I'm telling her to turn it down now. You've never seen Fifth Element? Oh, you gotta watch that. It's such a good film. You've gotta watch Fifth Element. I love that film, it's awesome. Yeah, the start, Saving Private Ryan, like, the whole first 15 minutes is just brilliant. I like the way they pace Saving Private Ryan. I love the way they they basically give you 15 minutes of, like, unbelievable, like, whoa, and then it just goes calm for like 15-20 minutes, and then it'll hit you again with another kind of, it's brilliant the way they paced it. Oh yeah, The Matrix. I remember The Matrix on 5.1. Do I like Star Trek TNG? It's the best one, bro. And the like, isn't Picard coming back? Like they there was a tweet. Was it last week? He put a tweet out and he showed a picture of him with a bunch of others. Ah, Lesser Kudu. Getting ready for the new Star Trek. Can't wait. Cannot wait. Now what can I shoot the kudu with? Assuming I find it. I don't know if a 420 is going to be enough. Let's put 420 in there. Zulu. Zulu's a good film. It's long. Band of Brothers. I love Band of Brothers. I remember recommending a friend to watch Band of Brothers, and I said to him, I said, look, I said, Band of Brothers, I said, it is absolutely amazing. I said, but by the time, like, don't be frightened of the first couple of episodes, don't be thinking, oh, this is a bit boring. I said, by the time you get to episode 3 or 4, you will be blown away. And he was like, oh my God. So true. I love Band of Brothers. I'm going to watch Band of Brothers again at some point. I absolutely love it. It's been years since I watched it. Actually got 2 tracks going on here. Yeah, I didn't like the Pacific follow-up one. That was a real disappointment. Okay, these guys are walking, so they don't know we're on the tail. Oh, the Pacific was nowhere near as good. Band of Brothers is still brilliant. You trying to get them to watch Fistful of Dollars? Mustang, dude, you know who did the music for that? Yeah? Fistful of Dollars. And a few dollars more and all that. Good, the Bad and the Ugly. Ennio Morricone. I'm going watching Ennio Morricone. It's either October or November. I bought my tickets about a year ago. I cannot wait. It's going to be his last, I think it's his last ever show he's doing. And I've never seen him live. I'm so looking forward to that show. I don't have a visual on these. Yeah, that's why he's doing his last ever one, I think, because he's getting on. But it'd be great to actually see him live. I think he's at the O2, if I remember. Blood Diamond, yeah, Blood Diamond's a good film. Oh, it's running. It must have heard me coming. They're difficult to get, these kudu. He'll make it, don't worry. Yeah, if you ever get a chance to go and watch Hans Zimmer, I strongly, strongly recommend you do it. Like, I really want to go and watch him again. He's so good live. But I didn't want to go and watch him in Germany and stuff because I knew he'd be talking probably German. And, like, the banter in between is fantastic. But yeah, if you like Hans Zimmer, go and watch him live. You won't regret it. Really, THU? Where did you see him? I don't know, Paddy, have you played any of the Hunter games before? I'm going to go and see what this is. I'm really curious as to what that is. Never. Okay. This game, just to be clear, does have bugs. Like, there's always bugs in this game. But it's enjoyable and it's beautiful. Uh-oh. A herd of wildebeest. Oh well. I wish you could hunt the bugs, I'd fix it for them. It also has a really annoying UI. Yeah, I mean, don't get this game if you don't have patience, because you're going to need patience. It's not like a turkey shoot kind of game, you know, where you can just go and like, pa-boom, pa-boom, killing animals. You're going to have to be patient and hunt things down. Considering getting Red Dead just for the hunting. We know there's a kudu down here somewhere. Do you get mouse? Do you mean moose? Yeah, if you go to the right reserve, like there's 4 reserves in the game now. So if you go to the right reserve, you can hunt moose. We're on the African map. You hunt in real life. So most of it is like fairly accurate, but the AI can be a bit weird sometimes. It can be a bit glitchy and buggy. The animals like doing rapid movements and weird stuff. Like I say, it's not the perfect game, but it's still enjoyable. I don't believe you can hunt people in this game now. It's not that kind of game. It also has a good story playthrough as well. If you play it single player, you can do like almost a campaign where you're in a reserve, and it'll get you to do things like go catching poachers and stuff, or well, not catching them. You kind of scupper their plans, or you curb the numbers because the numbers of animals have grown too much, so they're starting to take over. So you need to cull the numbers back. It's just on land. You can't go into the water that deep.